we have Elizabeth Musa on standby to give us the latest trending stories on the World Wide Web, especially on social media platforms. Good morning, Lizzie. What is trending?
Good morning, Oluchi. How are you?
Fantastic.
Okay, great. So I'm going straight to start straight in Nigeria, where following the recent incidents that led to the castigation of Africa's biggest female act, yes, Tiwa Savage, many of our fans are worried about the recent post she made some 15 to 20 hours ago. Now, Tiwa earlier in a radio interview had spoken about being involved in a sexual encounter with a supposed lover who taped this event and was using it to blackmail her. Now, she made comments about receiving threats to pay up or this video will be released. However, this video has now circulated somewhat on the internet, and following this, Tiwa has now received tons of advice and backlash from members of the public, politicians, celebrities, and regular internet users. Now, just a few hours ago, she posted this message that you're about to see on your screen, which many people believe might be a result of depression followed by the recent events, or perhaps maybe emotional blackmail. Now, that's the post you can see there on your screen, where she says, "I was sad at the passing of my dad at 44 and 44, but at least they are no longer in this cruel place. Now, some people will be happy when I am no more." Now, this post is a bit alarming for anyone who sees this post, because it's like, why is she saying this? You talking about the loss of her dad and then talking about the loss of her friend 44, which was with the DMW records, and now, you know, saying that people will be happy when she's no more. It's a bit worrying to think of Tiwa Savage putting out this post. No one knows what was going on in her head when she posted it, but here's what people are saying about this at the moment. Now, we have some comments that people have made regarding this. That's one from Bishizu70A. It says, "She might be in the depression stage of the 5 stages of grief. The 5 stages being denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. I hope her true friends rally around her." And then that's one from Toby Loba. Toby Loba says, "I do not like this sound of hers. She's been through a lot and seems like she's depressed. God comfort her." Now, that's one from NEB event. Says, "Some normal people are asking for an apology. Share normal sha." Now, that's speaking Yoruba. And that's one from Zimmal. Zimmal says, "It's not up to that. People close to her should check on her ASAP." And that's one from Marlene. Marlene says, "You all are laughing and mocking until the person is gone and you start showing fake love." Now, that's what people are saying right now. And that's one from Wandizu. Wandizu says, "When people start posting cryptic messages like this, trolls, please know when to stop." Exactly. I'm sure she has heard all your points, both good and bad. Now, that's what's happening in the Nigerian entertainment scene and the Nigerian trend wave right now. People are, you know, of course, talking about the Tiwa Savage issue, and it calls for alarm when you see posts like that from a celebrity, especially in times like this. So that's what we have trending in Nigeria. So quickly, I'll go straight to out of the continent, where American comedian Dave Chappelle has been in the news for quite a while now, following his views on the transgender community, which he made during his Netflix special, The Closer. He has faced major backlash from the general public, where talks of him being cancelled has been made. Now, on Monday, which was yesterday, Dave Chappelle said that he is willing to meet with the transgender employees of the streaming platform Netflix, who have called for its platform to remove its comedy special, October comedy special, but he will only be met on his own terms without being summoned. Now, let's take a look at this video that you're about to see.
To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, but you will not summon me. I am not bending to anybody's demands. And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. First of all, you cannot come if you have not watched my special from beginning to end. You must come to a place of my choosing and a time of my choosing. And thirdly, you must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny.
Now, Now, that is what is trending outside the continent, not just outside the continent, even on the continent right now. LGBT issues, especially relating to Dave Chappelle as regards his comedy special. And we have some reactions people are making about this at the moment. That's one from Miles Commodore. Miles Commodore says, I just watched the Dave Chappelle special that has created all of this outrage. The I'm so offended crowd needs to be ignored. Of course, it's talking about the LGBT community. And that's how Miles feels about that at the moment. And we have more reactions from Zubi Music. Zubi Music says the Dave Chappelle outrage has lasted longer than the Afghanistan withdrawal outrage. And that sums up where we are as a species right now. And we also have a remark from Terrain Walker. Terrain says, I have a question. Why is nobody addressing Dave Chappelle's point about how some members of marginalized groups weaponize their whiteness and actively participate in anti-blackness, no matter how marginalized they may be? Now, that's Terrain, of course, talking about how people are tilting to just one side of Dave's outrage on a regular. And that's one from Jelani Cobb. Jelani says, I think we're at a point culturally where we are encouraged to assume the worst intentions about people. I think, especially on social media, people tear others down as a means of proving their own righteousness. I don't think either of these things are happening with Dave Chappelle. That's how he feels, and that's what is trending on Trend Rave today.
Quite a heavy one, Lizzie, from Dave Chappelle's story to Tiwa Savage and the comments here and there. Nice one. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. We could rightly say that it's a tough one too. Having
it is. I mean, living in this day and age in the country, anywhere you are in the world, it is a tough call at this point in time. But thank you so much, Elizabeth Musa, for always giving us the latest when it comes to trends across the continent and beyond.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.